Hello everyone, in today's video, we're going to learn how to crochet these double layer scrunchies. Here are the materials in this kit. You might get different color A and B yarn, depends on your purchase. You can use the hair ties in the kit or use your own hair tie, depends on your hair volume. As you can see, there are two layers in these scrunchies. One is smaller and the bottom one is bigger. So we are starting with the bottom layer first. The structure will be doing the first single crochet around the hairband, then triple crochet for the second round. Then the third round will be doing a double crochet based on the second round. The fourth round will be a double crochet with a chain. Then lastly, for the edging, we are going to use another color to do a chain. That's how we finish the bottom layer. The top layer starts from the bottom layer's single crochet we already made. Then we will do 3 layers of double crochet, closing it with a chain edging. That's how you get these scrunchies. Now let's get started. You will see the elastic in the kit. First, we are going to do 130 single crochet until the elastic is fully covered. Take the color B yarn, thread it through the hairband, then tie a slip knot, leaving the long working yarn at the back of the hair tie. Wrap the working yarn around your left hand, around the pinky, then over the index finger. Use your thumb and middle finger to hold the hair tie. With the hook, go under the hair tie. The hook now is under the yarn. Do a yarn over. Now there's one loop on your hook. Do another yarn over. Pull through both loops to complete the first single crochet. We can place a stitch marker in the first single crochet to mark the beginning of this round. As you can see, there are 2 lines on the hair tie right now. The first one is from the slip knot. We should put the marker onto the first single crochet, not the slip knot. Use your right thumb to hold the loops on the hook. Go down the hair tie, yarn over. Now you have 2 loops on the hook. Make sure always to keep the loop directly over the hair tie to prevent twisting. Do another yarn over, go through both loops. Now you finish the second single crochet. Yarn over, go through both loops, then you get the third one. Now we will keep doing this until the hairband is fully covered. Usually it will take 130 stitches to cover the entire hairband. We already have 10 single crochets. You might wondering, how do you know you already have 10? Here is how can you count the single crochets. With every single crochet, you can see a V shape on the top. You can see the first V, second V, third V, fourth V, and keep counting until you see the 10th V. As we are using a very thin yarn, you can place a stitch marker every 10 stitches so that you know how many stitches you already made. Or you can simply just keep crocheting until the hairband is fully covered. During the process, make sure your middle finger and your thumb is holding the hairband tight. Please do not twist the hairband. If the hairband is twisted, then the pattern will be affected too. With every single crochet, you can move all the stitches to the right to make them tight to each other. The tighter they are, the puffier the hairband will be, and the pattern will look nicer. Make sure you hit 130 plus stitches before finishing round 1 for a plump, even look. If you are short, just nudge the stitches to the right to close gaps, then crochet the remaining stitches. So now we are at 128, 129, 130. Once you have reached 130 stitches, or enough to fully cover the hairband, insert your hook into the first marked stitch. remove the stitch marker, and pull up a loop. Normally, we will yarn over and pull through again, but this time we are making a slip stitch. As you can see, there are 2 loops on the hook right now. Just pull the first loop onto the second loop. This completes the split stitch. This split stitch joins the round and gets us ready to start round 2. Now let's begin round 2. This round will be worked in triple crochet over the first round of single crochets. Starting at the same stitch where we made our slip stitch, we will first chain 4. Yarn over, pull through the loop. Then that's 1 chain. Then the second one, the third one, the fourth one. Then place a stitch marker in the last chain. Since our first round has tight, dense single crochet with thin yarn, the stitches might be hard to see. Here is a trick. Gently stretch the hair tie. As you can see, this little V shape is where your hook should go into. Then let's start the triple crochet. To make a triple crochet, yarn over twice. Hold the loop with your thumb. Insert hook into the stitch from the previous round, pull up a loop. So totally 4 loops on hook. Now yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Then yarn over again the next 2 loops. Yarn over last time, pull through the rest. Now you complete the first triple crochet. Then yarn over twice. Hold on the loops with thumb, go through the little V. The V should be clearly to see since we already finished the first stitch. The second V will be obvious. Then yarn over, you see 4 loops. Go through the first 2 loops, yarn over the next 2 loops, yarn over the last 2 loops. This completes your second triple crochet. Yarn over again twice. Go through the third one. You see the 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, go through the first 2 loops, yarn over next 2 loops, then the last 2 loops. This completes the third triple crochet. We will do this triple crochet to every single crochet we did in round 1. An important tip will be, don't pull your loops too tight as you work. If your stitches are too tight, the yarn won't move smoothly and you will struggle to pull through loops. Keep a relaxed tension for easier crocheting. Since this is a beginner level kit, even if you miss a stitch from the round 1, that's also okay. You can undo or keep going. If the first round single crochets get too crowded and hard to see as you work, slide them right to open up the gaps. This will spread out previous stitches, making it much easier to spot where to insert your hook. Here comes the last triple crochet of the second round. When you reach the last stitch of round 2, locate the mark stitch. It will look like a V, where you place your stitch marker. Insert your hook under both loops of that V. Remove the marker and pull up a loop. Now, make a slip stitch by pulling this loop directly through the one on your hook. Just like last time. This completes the round and prepare us for next. For this round, we will work double crochet into each stitch from round 2. Insert your hook under the entire V of the stitch from the previous round. This ensures your stitches are even and secure. Begin by chaining 2. This counts as your first double crochet. Place a stitch marker in the second chain to mark the start of the round. So to make a double crochet, you have to yarn over, insert hook under the V, pull up a loop. So right now you have 3 loops on your hook. Then yarn over, pull through first 2 loops. Yarn over again, pull through the last 2 loops. That's 1 double crochet. Let's repeat this. Yarn over, go under the V, then yarn over again, go through the first 2 loops, then the second 2 loops. That's the second double crochet. And we will just keep doing this double crochet. If your stitches feels tight, gently stretch the pieces to see the V more clearly. Now we reach the last stitch of this round. Find where your marker was and simply do a slip stitch. You see 2 loops on the hook. Just put the first loop into the second one. This marks the finish of the 3rd round. At this point, you can already see the basic shape of these scrunchies. Then the 4th round is just like round 3. You begin with a chain 2, count as the first double crochet, then you place a stitch marker in the second chain to mark the start of this round. Start the first double crochet, you yarn over, insert the hook under the V, use your thumb to hold the loop. Pull up a loop. Then you have 3 loops on the hook. You go through the first 2, then the last 2. At this point, everything is the same as the 3rd round, but what makes the 1st round special is that we have to do another chain here. So yarn over, do a simple chain, and that completes the first stitch of the 4th round. Then we repeat. Hold the loop, yarn over, go under the V, pull through, and you see 3 loops on your hook. Go through the first 2, then the last 2, and then add another chain. That's the 2nd stitch. Now we will just keep repeating this pattern until the end of this round. When it comes to the last stitch of the 4th round, insert into where you leave your marker. Then take your marker off. Finish with a slip stitch. Yarn over, pull through the first loop. Now you see 2 loops on the hook, and just join them together. Then pull the yarn tail up to create a 10 to 15 centimeter, which is 4 to 6 inch end. Cut the yarn and weave in the loose end later. Yay! Now we finished the 4th round. Then we will start the final round of the first layer. Take the white yarn and wrap it around your finger. Insert the hook where the blue yarn was cut. Yarn over, pull through, and do a single crochet. Then we'll do 4 chain from here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In order to make the lace pattern, we will skip the next stitch and make another single crochet into the following stitch. And then we will do 4 chain. 2, 3, 4. Skip the next stitch, then go into the following hole, do a single crochet, then 4 chain again. Make sure you are inserting your hook into the gap, like this entire hole, but not a V shape from the previous round. Single crochet, then 1, 2, 3, 4 chains. Continue the lace pattern until you have covered the entire round. Gently stretch the work to spot the gaps if needed. So single crochet, chain 4, skip 1, then single crochet into the next gap. When you reach the starting point, make a final single crochet into the first gap to close the round. Then cut the yarn, leave a 10 to 15 centimeter, which is 4 to 6 inches tail, and pull through the yarn. You will see you have a starting tail and an ending tail, both white. You tie them together with a square knot. Then lastly, we will try to hide these 2 ends with a yarn needle. Thread the yarn into the needle. We will weave the needle into every stitches of the lace round. Make sure you are weaving in and out through the lace hole. Repeat this 3 to 4 times in different directions to lock the end firmly before you're trimming. Trim the yarn. Do the same thing with the other white tail you have. And do the same for the blue yarn too. The blue one will go into the blue hole you made before. Still, you are weaving in and out through the hole to hide the yarn and then make it durable. Finally, trim the excess yarn tails to close the first bottom layer of these scrunchies. We are halfway there. Let's do the top layer now. The top layer consists of 3 rounds of double crochet, work around the base round of single crochet, followed by a final lace edging. To find your insertion points, gently stretch the work. Then you will see the junction between the first round single crochet and the second round double crochet. Then simply pick up both layers when inserting your hook. You can randomly select wherever you want to begin. Just select between these 2 layers. Just like what we did with the bottom layers, get the yarn first through your finger, then insert into a stitch. Pull through the yarn and tie a slip knot. Now use your 2 fingers left hand to hold the hairband. Insert the hook again where you started, yarn over, pull through the yarn, and do 2 chain. This will count as the first double crochet. Then you will just begin regular double crochet stitches. Yarn over, insert the hook at the junction. If you cannot see where to insert, you can just stretch out the stitches to find the junction you want to insert. Pull up a loop. Then you will see 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through the last 2. Now we will do the second double crochet. Yarn over, hold the loops with your thumb, then find the junction, insert the hook. Yarn over again. Now you see 3 loops. Yarn over the first 2, then the last 2. Now you finish the second double crochet. Like before, you can insert a marker now to mark the beginning of this round. Repeat these double crochet stitches evenly around all junctions. You have to make sure you have loose tension to prevent any crowding. When finishing this round, just like what we do before, insert where your marker is. Then take off the marker. Make a slip stitch into the first stitch to join the round. And that marks the beginning of next round. Starting the next round, we will first chain 2, count as the first double crochet. Then place a stitch marker in the second chain. Work double crochet evenly around the entire round. This is where we will add the 12 purls. We do not have any fixed location for these purls. You can just add it wherever you want. Like what we did before, you have to find the V shape and then insert your hook under the V. Let's begin the double crochet. So yarn over and then insert under the first V. Pull through the first 2 loops, then the last 2 loops. Keep going until you think it's time to add the purls. Just don't add the purls at the beginning stitch. You can add it anywhere else. I will add one here, so I will stretch the current loop on my hook to make it larger. Then you see this wire in the kit too. You can open it and then insert it into the larger loop. Then you can put the purls into the wire. Slide down the purls onto the wire and then the yarn. Then take the wire out and then put the hook back. That is how you add a purl on this round. And then we'll just keep doing double crochet. You have to make sure that make it really tight to secure the purls. Keep doing it until you reach the end of this round. You can evenly distribute the purls or add it anywhere on your preference. Me personally add the second purl at this spacing, so you can see I want a balanced look. The recommendation will be add 6 pearls on this round and then leave 6 pearls for the next round. Now it's time to close this round too. So just like before, insert the hook where the marker is. Take off the marker and then do a slip stitch like before. I use 5 pearls in this round, but you can use 6 or 7, it depends on your personal preference. Next, we will do the third round, which is similar to the second round, but with just an addition chain. Start with 2 chains as the first double crochet. As usual, we will put a stitch marker onto the second stitch. Then we will start to do the double crochet. So you will find the V shape, yarn over, then go under the V shape, pull through the first 2, then the last 2, and then finishing this double crochet, we will add an additional chain. Some of you might wonder, why do you need an additional chain for the third round? That is because the third round radius is bigger than the second round, so adding this additional chain will make the circle bigger. For the most elegant look, we recommend staggering the pearls. This will create a balanced texture without crowding. When inserting the hook into the stitch that has pearl inside, you have just to stretch, and then find the gap, insert the hook. Like the second round, you just use the wire to put the pearls inside. And repeat them until you reach the end of this round. Here we go, the last stitch. Finishing the double crochet, adding another chain. Then go to the stitch where you leave the stitch marker. Take off the marker and then do a slip stitch. Leave 4 to 6 inches, which is 10 to 15 centimeters, and then cut the yarn. When taking out the tail, the attached sequins might make threading tricky. You can stretch the stitch and let the sequins pass. Just be careful, do not break the stitch. This marks the finish of the third round. Then we will start the last round. Take out the white yarn, go around the pinky, then the index finger. Make sure we are inserting the hook into the gap, but not in the V shape. Insert the hook into the stitch where we cut the tail, then yarn over, and make sure you leave a long tail. We are making the same lace pattern as the bottom layer, so do a single crochet first, then we will do 4 chain. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Then skip the next stitch, go to the one next to it. Do another single crochet and then chain 4 again. We will end the stitch in the gap where we started. So go through the beginning gap, yarn over, make a single crochet. Cut 4 to 6 inches, 10 to 15 centimeters long tail, and then make a square knot. We can tidy up a little bit to see the shape of the scrunchies. Before we cut the tail, we have to secure the yarn by weaving the needle in and out again into the lace pattern. We can start at the back this time. Go through the first lace stitch, then coming back from the second stitch of the lace. Repeat this until you get through at least 3 lace patterns. Then you can cut the tail here. Do the same thing for the other side. Yarn through the needle, then go through the other side of the lace, in and out for at least 3 lace patterns. This last step is really important as you don't want the entire scrunchies to be loosened in the future. We will also do this with the blue yarn. Since this is blue yarn, we will weave into the blue stitches. Just like the other tails, you weave in and out to secure the tail end. The more back and forth you do, the more secure the tails will be. And finally, cut the yarn. Oh, we have one more tail here in the middle. We also have to weave that in and out to secure the yarn. Just don't be lazy, this is also important to make the entire scrunch hold together in the future. Finally, we can cut the tail, and this marks the completion of your scrunchies. Congratulations on completing the Pattern C scrunchies. If you are interested in our Pattern A and B scrunchies, check out the link below. You can also try out this pattern with other colors of yarn. If you are interested in more yarn kit, check out our website link. We genuinely hope that we can help you to undo the stress in your daily life and go through the undo process with you together. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe us. See you next time.